Uh, General Science Part 7. And first question, on increase of the temperature and solids, that of the kinetic energy of the particles. That answer of increase. And just on concept, kinetic energy, the energy in positives by body due to motions is the called of the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy temperatures are directly proportional to kinetic energy. If the temperature increase, then kinetic energy, the particles also increase. Kinetic energy is usually to measure in its units of the joules, Kelvin, এবং the SI unit of the temperature. Mm, explain that the energy then molecules, the solid of is the randomness. If there change in temperature, the solid and randomness and the molecules with the change. Also the increase in the temperature, then randomness will increase. Hence the kinetic energy, the molecules of increase and so option is the three correct. Next, compared to rolling friction of the solid friction, just answer rolling friction is smaller than solid frictions. And so key points, and rolling of the friction is smaller the solid friction. The option, the force and that and experienced by objects when the moving to against and turn of the friction. Static friction of the sliding friction, and then rolling frictions are the resistance to experienced by the stationary and moving and rolling objects and respectively. Since the static friction keep an object and stationary in is the maximum, the rolling friction on the other hand provides the least of the resistance as the contact time, contact area between two surface of the least. Next questions, which is of the following the eye disorder of the myopia. Key points myopia is eye disorder. Myopia has also known near sightedness, and a person of the myopia can see to nearby to objects to clearly to but cannot to discern to objects and distinctly. A person so with his that defect has to foreign point to nearer than infinity. In the myopic eye, the image of the distant object found and the retina and not the retina itself. This defect may be erased due to one exists to a curvature of the eye lens, two elongations of the eyeball. The defect to be corrected by using the concave lens and suitable and just of the power. Next, which is of the following to gaseous causes to acid rain along the which is sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide, so nitrogen oxide. So acid rains the important key points. It occurs to sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide and a mix just other molecules in the atmosphere like to carbon monoxide, so water and oxygen, etc. Second point, the pH value of the acid rain and 4.0. Three number point, it can be to cause and respiratory disease to like to asthma. 4 points, it affects to aqueous system and each aluminum from topsoil. 5 point, the rain occurs to the troposphere. Next, and distance has been to maximum attraction force and between the molecules and a solid. And explorations of the solid, just on the molecules. Number one and point, solid has the phase and matter which constitute particles and closely packed. Second, solid of the hardest state of the matter among all three. Three of solids have to fixed volume and shape. 4 points, and the translations and rotational motions of the constituent the particle restrict and only vibration motion possible. And 5, think a point in of the solid to intermolecular space are minimum to intermolecular force on attraction of the maximum. Liquids of the point of the three. One, the properties to in liquid of the intermediate of the between to liquids and solid and gaseous. Liquid have to fixed volume but take that and shape that vessels and which is of the then in liquids the intermolecular force and weaker than solid but strong enough to hold and particles together. Gaseous is will be 3 points. Number 1, the state of matter, constituent and particles of the free for random movement in all of the direction. Second point, the intermolecular space are the maximum gaseous and the intermolecular force, attraction and minimum. 3 point, gaseous neither to have to definite volume nor they have to definite shape. They occupy to shape and volume on the vessels and which of the they are put. Other two state matter, plasma and Bose-Einstein condense. Plasma, the highly ionized of the state of the gas. Bose-Einstein condense, the gaseous bosons. This fundamental of particles. The cooled and absolute zero and almost.